Michigan is collapsing under a bomb cyclone. Zero visibility, massive crashes, power failures, and blizzard conditions turning roads into death traps right now. Michigan is being battered by one of the most dangerous winter weather events in recent years, as a rare and violent bomb cyclone slams the state, unleashing blizzard conditions, hurricane-force winds, and widespread destruction. What began as a rapidly intensifying storm has now evolved into a full-scale winter emergency, pushing Michigan's infrastructure, emergency services, and residents to the brink. The storm exploded in strength. Consumers Energy mobilized more than 400 crews statewide, racing against time to restore power and respond to weather-related emergencies. By Monday morning, more than 50,000 customers were without electricity, as heavy snow, ice, and powerful winds snapped power lines and toppled trees across large portions of the state. Crews worked in near-zero visibility, battling drifting snow and brutal wind chills to reach damaged lines, while officials warned that restoration efforts would be slow due to the dangerous conditions. The storm's most dramatic and terrifying impact unfolded on Interstate 75 in Detroit, where a sudden snow squall turned a busy highway into a frozen disaster zone. Around 11 a.m., visibility collapsed almost instantly. Drivers were blinded by whiteout conditions as heavy snow and blowing ice swept across the roadway. Within moments, vehicles began slamming into each other in a chain reaction crash that would grow into one of the most severe winter pileups Michigan has seen in years. According to the Michigan State Police 2nd District, approximately 25 separate crashes involving 59 passenger vehicles and multiple semi-trucks occurred along the northbound lanes of I-75 in Wayne County. More than 50 cars and several large trucks were left twisted and mangled across the roadway. Some vehicles were pushed off the road entirely, while others were crushed between semis, unable to stop on the icy surface. Troopers confirmed that several drivers involved in the chaos fled the scene without filing crash reports, likely overwhelmed by the scale of the disaster. The Michigan Department of Transportation shut down I-75 for nearly 5 hours, as tow trucks worked relentlessly to clear wreckage from the road. Crews salted and plowed the highway before cautiously reopening it around 4:30 p.m., but officials warned that travel remained extremely hazardous. The exact cause of the pileup remains under investigation, but authorities confirmed that a snow squall was moving through the area at the time, a phenomenon known for producing sudden whiteouts and flash-freezing road conditions. While southern Michigan dealt with deadly highways, the situation to the north was even more extreme. Michigan's Upper Peninsula and lake-effect snowbelt were buried under relentless snowfall as the bomb cyclone intensified over the Great Lakes. Blizzard conditions dominated the region, with wind gusts reaching 60 miles per hour and visibility dropping to near zero. The storm was driven by a rapidly intensifying mid-latitude cyclone centered over Lake Huron, which deepened explosively as it moved northeast toward Ontario and Quebec. Arctic air surged southward behind the system, interacting with the relatively warm waters of the Great Lakes and fueling intense lake-effect snowbands. According to the National Weather Service in Detroit, this setup created the perfect conditions for prolonged blizzard impacts across both peninsulas. Snowfall totals climbed rapidly. West of Marquette, the community of Champion reported 24 inches of snow, while the National Weather Service office near Negaunee measured 22.3 inches. Across the Upper Peninsula, roads vanished beneath drifts, cars became stranded across city streets, and entire neighborhoods were swallowed by blowing snow. Eyewitnesses described scenes of total paralysis. In Marquette, residents reported cars stuck throughout the city, emergency vehicles struggling to navigate buried roads, and complete whiteout conditions lasting for hours. Power outages spread as heavy snow and ice-coated infrastructure, forcing families to shelter in place as temperatures plunged. Beyond land, the storm unleashed unprecedented fury over the Great Lakes. Storm force winds reached 60 knots, or nearly 70 miles per hour, generating massive waves across Lake Superior. Early Monday morning, waves averaged 22 to 27 feet, with some forecast to reach 34 feet in ice-free areas. Near Munising, waves between 25 and 28 feet were recorded, while a nearby weather station measured a 64-meter wind gust before sunrise. Meteorologists warned that these waves could rival, or even surpass, those seen during the infamous 1975 Edmund Fitzgerald storm, one of the deadliest maritime disasters in Great Lakes history. If forecasts verify, Monday's waves may rank among the largest ever recorded on the lakes, underscoring the storm's historic intensity. As the day progressed, conditions slowly began to ease in some areas. By Monday evening, the National Weather Service reported that the heaviest snow would gradually taper off as the storm's core moved deeper into Canada. However, officials cautioned that lake-effect snow would persist into Tuesday, particularly in snowbelt regions downwind of Lake Superior, Michigan, and Erie. The danger is far from over. A reinforcing Alberta clipper is expected to move through the region from Tuesday into Wednesday, bringing additional snow and reinforcing the bitter Arctic air mass already in place. Wind chills are forecast to remain well below freezing through the end of the week, increasing the risk of frostbite and prolonging hazardous travel conditions. A bomb cyclone, by definition, is an exceptionally dangerous storm system, one that intensifies by at least 24 millibars in 24 hours. According to NOAA, this rapid pressure drop dramatically increases wind speeds, precipitation rates, and overall storm severity. In Michigan, the presence of the Great Lakes amplifies these effects, turning already powerful storms into life-threatening weather events. This storm has delivered a stark reminder of winter's power. From deadly highway pileups in Detroit to blizzard-stricken communities in the Upper Peninsula, from widespread power outages to record-breaking waves on the Great Lakes, Michigan has been pushed into full survival mode. Authorities continue to urge residents to stay off the roads, prepare for extended outages, and take all winter weather warnings seriously. This bomb cyclone is not just another snowstorm. It is a powerful demonstration of how quickly conditions can turn catastrophic when extreme weather collides with everyday life. Michigan is not simply enduring winter. Michigan is fighting it. Michigan is collapsing under a bomb cyclone, zero visibility, massive crashes, power failures, and blizzard conditions turning roads into death traps right now.